Hi, Dougie Bird from Doug Bird's Tackle World. Here with Stuart. Stewie, how you going, mate?
Good, Dougie, mate. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm ready for a weekend of hard work while Stewie's out product testing.
That's right. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give Stewie the weekend off and I'll be here. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Next year, Stewie, maybe. Next year, it might be something different. Anyhow, guys, the fish. Okay, let's talk about fishing. We have got a hot bite this weekend. It was meant to be a hot bite today too, and I was out this morning trolling for mackerel, and it wasn't that hot. Not as hot as they say, but we did lose one, a nice Spanish actually, but anyhow, that's the way it is. I saw a few caught too, Stewie, on the 18s out in front of Surface Paradise, and I saw a few caught, one caught down around Focus area.
Yep.
And there was some caught down at Palm Beach. And so this is for the fishing report, sorry guys, for the 26th, 7th, 8th of January. And don't forget, tomorrow is Australia Day. The weather was supposed to be 40 knots last weekend. We were looking at it, it was like 40 knots Friday, Saturday, Sunday pretty well with hundreds of millimetres of rain. Now it's nice and dry pretty well, a couple of showers. And I think it's up to about 15 knots for the north. Maybe Saturday afternoon. Sunday morning drops out. Beautiful. Sunday morning's the day. 94% bite rate, supposedly. So it's pretty good.
I'm sure even though it's a good bite rate, Doug, you could still prove it wrong.
That's a lot of use for you.
This has turned into Dougie's hard luck stories. Last week, I went fishing to prove it wrong and it beat me. This week, the one that got away. What's it going to be next week, Dougie? Who knows?
I know, who knows? Yeah, that's right. But anyhow, so Sunday afternoon, the wind comes in from the south at around about sort of 11 or 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
The water this morning was very nice and blue, a little bit green up north of the Seaway, south of the Seaway was nice and blue. The water temperature last Sunday when I was out with some dolphin fish, it was about 29 out wide at the 100 metre line, but in closer it was about 28. This morning it's only 25.6. So it's dropped a few degrees.
Yep.
Yeah, but the water's a lot bluer than it was, say, last Sunday.
Yeah.
There's the mackerel obviously around. Don't forget we have a mackerel closure starting next Thursday the 1st.
So it's closed from the 1st at 12 a.m. Yep. Which is in the morning, not lunchtime.
On the Thursday morning, yep.
That's right.
Yep.
And then it'll reopen on the 21st, Dougie.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It reopens on the 22nd.
That's right. So it's closed all. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Midnight on the 22nd.
Yep.
AM.
Yep.
And just to reiterate that, what we're trying to say was it's actually Spanish mackerel that's closure.
Yeah.
Spotties you can still go fishing for.
Yeah.
So just go fishing for mackerel, and if you get a Spanish on, you just shake it off the hook, which is pretty hard to do, and you can keep your spotties. Anyhow, do that. But there's plenty of mackerel around. There's plenty of dollies around offshore, guys. They were there the other day, but it was a low bite rate, as Stewie said. Sad luck story. There's a few caught. If you had liveys, you got more than the guys with pillies. But definitely, we got 4 and dropped a couple on pillies, so we didn't do too bad. Biggest about 90 centimetres. That was at FAD 13, which is sort of 50 fathoms northeast of Seaway. But to what I hear that day, they were caught pretty well everywhere.
Yep.
There's a few marlin caught as well. Guys got quite a few on skirts, probably more than live baiting, believe it or not. For the amount of guys that live baiting, compared to those trolling skirts, the skirts outfish the live baits, I'd say. But anyhow, as you all know, they take both. And down at Palmy and the gravel patch last Sunday, there's quite a few good catches of spotties, good big spotties. Trolling, you're deep diving lures, but not quite the deep ones, but trolling a bit faster, so around 10 knots.
Yep.
Give that a crack. So what would you do? Tomorrow morning, if you had to go fishing, Friday morning, you go early because the wind comes up about 8 o'clock. So northerlies, and my suggestion would be get out at 4:30, crack of daylight, and troll some deep divers around. I'll troll some baits around.
Yeah. We
trolled baits this morning, pilly rigs and gar, and that's what we got lots of fish on. Very slow trolling, 1 to 2 knots. Snapper wise, a few snapper have been caught around the place too.
Has been, yeah.
No real big ones, sort of 55 centimetres might be a good one at the moment, but a lot in that 35 to 50 centimetre size.
Yeah.
And everywhere, enclosed 36 and 50s. We got some pearls. We fished 110 metres the other day off the pin bar there, and we got a few pearlies, but they're only small. I think 41 was the biggest, so nothing really big. A few pigfish though as well. A lot of parrot were caught, Stewie, on the 36.
Yeah. 36 had lots. Yeah, lots of that mixed reef, Dougie. So
mixed reef,
parrot, a few snapper, squire, and stuff like that. Pigfish, the odd pearly.
Yeah. Yep. So the 36 is not too bad. There's not much current at the moment, folks. There's a lot of current out wider, but inside 100 metres, it's not too bad. And this morning we actually had current going to the north where we were. So it was a glass out, and we're actually drifting north. And when the wind started blowing northeast, we still drifted against the wind a bit.
Yeah, right.
And then it went up drifting against the current. Then once the wind picked up a bit, so there's not much current there. Spanner crab is probably worth a go too at the moment.
Yeah.
This weekend, if you want to go get some crabs, definitely some spanner crabs would be the go if there's not too much current around. So that's probably it for offshore. There's a few dewies around too on the 18s. The 18s is a really good spot at the moment for dewies, and you can see them on the bottom there. They're stacked around a few places. Very early in the season, but there's a few around. Seaway. Oh, actually, we've got jump in, Stu. What's that on jump in, mate?
Jump in. So that first, we've got a high tide at around about full moon on Saturday, Doug.
That's correct.
Believe. Yeah. So.
Oh no, it's tomorrow night, isn't it? Anyhow, whatever it is. Next couple of days.
Next couple of days. This weekend, it's full moon, one of the days. Look, you get a really high tide, and it's, I think, about 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And look, it just screams big flatties on those flats. It's just that time of year. They're up there, they're eating whiting, they're eating bream, they're eating all that big stuff up on the flats, and the fish are big. There's not heaps of them, but they're big.
Yeah, okay.
So throw on things like the tide minnows, which I don't have, but we just got a fresh restock of them, so they will be out tomorrow.
Yep.
But that bigger hard body Dougie, they still eat small plastics like the little Dr. Prawns and stuff like that.
They look good.
Yep, they're really good, and like little McCarthy's are always good. Things like that 4 to 5 inch paddle tail type thing. Little fused fin bait, Dougie, you've caught heaps on these ones, one of your favourites. But all of that stuff, just get up in that real shallow water, fish in that soft sand, and you're bound to get a couple.
Yeah, and then once the tide starts to drop a tiny bit, just look for those weed patches in a couple of metres of water and cast around those weed patches.
Yeah, they fall off into them.
And little holes, Give that a go. Guys, so there's plenty of whiting actually, as you said, Stu, the whiting up on the bank. So I'd be definitely trying for whiting in one of those 3 basins at the end of the South Stratty there, and having a crack for whiting with really light lead. Yeah. And once you fish the surf side, then put a bit bigger sinker on size 3 ball, something like that. But otherwise, fish no lead if you can in the basins.
Yep. I reckon even these things will be working all right, Dougie. Like,
they're
a bit of a little worm. Yeah. Like in the surf, they're going to get washed around, so they might be all right. If you can't pull worms or something like that, you just run one of them on your long shanks instead. Yeah. So power baits are really they're like a bait. They smell like some sort of cheese actually, and fish like cheese balls, as we all know. I don't know what cheese you've been eating, but I've been eating it. I've been left out in the sun for a little bit.
It smells like cheese.
Leftovers.
A bad cheese. Yeah. But anyhow, the fish love them though, as we all know. Yeah, so whiting, crabs around Jacobs Well and Logan and Pimpamar too, plenty of crabs.
Plenty of crabs, Still muddies coming out with that fresh water. It's still flushing out even though we haven't had rain for a couple of days. So. But if we get this downpour that we're supposed to, which who knows.
I don't think so.
I don't think we're going to get that much rain. We might get a little bit, but look, it's just going to stir them up again. Keep it going. So.
Yep, that sounds good. So that's the jump in area down towards the Broadwater. So it's going to be busy this weekend, folks. We all know, like the busy periods area on Australia Days, Wave Break and PLL, and that's like the 2 hubs.
Yep.
And Tippers, not too bad. So I would think if you're going to go around the Broadwater, I'd probably be fishing not so much the back of Wave Break, maybe on Sunday, but not maybe Friday, Saturday. And good whiting around the back of Wave Break. Otherwise, there's going to be a trillion boats there, including Stewie. And I'd be heading up around Crab Island, that area. Yeah. Or maybe up towards the Gold Coast Bridge, the banks up there.
Yeah, even those middle flats, like opposite SeaWorld or opposite the Grand and that type of area.
For both your whiting and your flathead. Yep. Both are correct. Sand crabs, this is a lot of poop out the water again, so watch your pots. But overnight would be best, and I'd be dropping them anywhere from sort of Sovereign to the Grand on the Western Channel there. Yep. And mud crabs definitely maybe worth trying up the Coombar, not in the green zone, but outside the green zone, and in the Pimpamar and the Coomera River. I've tried Coomera River around Santa Barbara area and opposite Century Cove sort of thing. A good crabbing area there for muddies. Plenty of bream around, jacks. The water's just starting to clear up. I come in this morning in the high tide, and it was actually really good to see the Broadwater finally. I can see the bottom.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah. But once you got to Runaway Bay, the water was dirty and it was about to come back the other way.
It's like a wall. Yeah.
So definitely good to see the water starting to clear up. So you might start to see more sand crabs and more maybe squid maybe start to rock up, but just need that clearer water.
Yep.
And Jackson and Seaway, Stu, you heard him?
Yeah, so that run out tide, Jackson Dewey's on live, he's down deep. Definitely worth a shot.
Vibes, mate?
Yeah, Vibes have been working really good as well. I think we said it last week, that type of like 150 and 125 size.
Yep.
Been working a treat. I like the brighter colours, but natural colours have been working really good as well.
Yep.
Yep. And Doug, you got a bit of a new mackerel thing.
Yeah, I meant to show this before we skipped over it. Yeah. So this is a Grim Reaper rig. I actually trialled one of these this morning for the first time, doing it properly, because Alan was at our seminar last night and showed me how to rig it properly.
Yep.
And they are very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my little gal was swimming away, happy.
Yep.
And it's the reason why they call it Reaper rig is we've got 2 lots of trebles on there too, which you put into the bait, one underneath and one down the back in his butthole. And this little contraption on the front here, which looks like Grim Reaper's hook, if you can see that, that actually goes down through here and through the slot and into the fish's head like that, and locks it all in position before you even start to put the hooks in, so it's actually already locked in.
Yeah.
And anyone can do it. You can use gar, pilchards, saris, slimies, anything like that, yakkers. The head just goes straight inside, put the Grim Reaper hook down, put the hooks in, and away you go. Very quick, very simple.
Yeah, the beauty about it is it tows off the fish, it doesn't tow off the hooks.
Yeah, that's
so correct. If you're towing off hooks, you can rip hooks out and then blow out baits and stuff like that, whereas that's pretty foolproof, really.
Very, very good. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty good. So anyhow, we've got those in stock, guys. Again, we sold that last night, but we've just got a new shipment in. A couple of new products we got, Stu. We got the Beastmasters back in, the 9000 with the new colour screen in the Shimano for deep dropping. And we got lots and lots and lots of lures, including all the new, like the prawns you said before, Dr. Prawn.
Dr. Prawns,
a whole range of those guys, all different colours, and lots and lots of other stuff. Stewie, Taylor, there's a few Taylors still around.
There's a few Taylor around the North Wall, mate. Yeah, that running tide, they always get on that little current line there, but little metals and spotties. Oh my God.
Spotty mackerel,
Spotty mackerel, offshore, down mermaid, palmy, that type of thing. More palmy. And Dougie, these flash things, I know we've said it a couple of times now, these are way better.
Yeah, these are my go-to. They're also good in Taylor on the surf too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a hybrid, so a cross between a lure and a metal. We also do our own custom build mackerel rigs as well, which we, again, sell out all the time. They just work so good. We have lots of customers with glowing reports on catching mackerel on them, both spotties and Spanish. And Stewie, so my suggestion, get back to Broadwater. As we said before, Seaway can be busy, but I'd probably try for Jackson, Dewey's on the bottom of the tide in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'll definitely start
last hour of the run out. There's not too much swell at the moment. I think it gets up to about 1.5 meters, but Sunday, I think Sunday morning is about 1.1 metres or 1.2 metres, so it's not too bad. Just watch that bank, it is quite shallow, it goes nearly right across the Seaway now, and it's about 300 or 400 metres out from the Seaway, it's a fair way out. And it's about 6 metres deep at high tide. I haven't checked at low tide yet. Yeah, it's shallow. And you can see it very easily in that clear water on the high tide. Stewie, that's probably it for the Broadwater, up the dam.
Rivers and up the dams.
The dam's still overflowing at the moment.
Can you fish on it?
I think you can. As long as those gates are open, you can fish on it. Anytime up to 5:30 a.m. or 5 a.m. We just got some of these little athlete, like top walkers in Dougie. So these things work a treat. They've got the little tinsel tail on them. Kind of surface, subsurface. They do dive down and zip back up. They look really, really good. So I've swum one just to have a look, and I think they're going to work a treat. So, But I'll just throw it out, walk the dog a little bit, let it pause. I'll always smash it on that pause. There's lots of new timber and stuff in the rivers like Coombe River and Narang River from the storm we had recently. So there's a lot of new snags for the fish. So maybe cast around them if we're going to try some skinny water fishing down from the dams. And that's probably about it for freshwater, I think. I just want to go barra fishing or something like that. There's plenty of barra up north as well. Stu, one thing I forgot to mention, you talked about custom rigs. We skipped past this too, but we sell these rigs for float lining for snapper. We also do snell hooks for rigging up for spotties as well, Stu.
Yeah, we do little ones on wire.
Two hooks now together. But these little rigs here, we've been making these for seriously nearly 20 years. And a lot of people are copying them, but our originals are still very good. and we sell heaps of them.
Yeah, glow-in-the-dark hooks, something, a little point of difference there. But yeah, look, they work really well. We just run them on 20-pound fluoro or 30-pound fluoro.
Always on fluoro.
Yeah, no swivel, so all you got to do is just slide your sinker on, however deep you're fishing, what the tide's doing, vary your sinker size, straight onto your braid and you're fishing.
Yep, that's it. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so guys, we've got everything here. We're open the full weekend, so open tomorrow from 9 to 4:30 on the public holiday Friday, Australia Day. I wish you all a happy Australia Day. Be safe, because there's always dramas on Australia Day. So please be safe. Enjoy the day with your family and friends. And we're here to help you out on your fishing gear.
That's it.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram pages under Doug Burts. Okay, catch you next week, Stewie. Oh no, you won't catch me next week.
Well, I'll catch you next week, but you're uncatchable.
No, I'll be product testing.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Okay. Rightio.
Stuart did a good job.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.